Want to know the name?
Noble Anime.
Hey guys, it's 5-Star Cain here, and I'm pretty much going ahead and give y'all a quick review of episode 63 of Dragon Ball Z Super. Dragon Ball Super, I'm sorry. And I know it's been a while since we did any recordings or anything like that, so I'd like to go ahead and get you guys back on speed, and I know we skipped a lot of episodes, so let's go ahead and try to just get back on pace with the Super, and we will have a coverage of pretty much all the episodes that you did miss, and I'm pretty sure most of you have already been covering on it, but we're going to go ahead and just talk about right now episode 63. And actually, man, I ain't gonna lie with you guys. I am highly impressed at what went down. Goku, I know it's like, really, how many times in fights that these guys basically gonna have to fight, Zemetsu and Goku Black, and Goku and Vegeta's constantly getting their tails beat. Well, in this case, I think things are gonna start being a little bit more into the light because things look a little bit more better for our heroes this time. But we pretty much start off with basically Goku and Vegeta has just now arrived. Well, take that back. Not yet. They haven't arrived yet. They're on their way there. But we start off with Trunks waking up and from being injured, from also being in a fight with fighting Goku Black in Zemetsu before he even went back in time. Before Goku and Vegeta had to retreat back into the past. But then you had Yajirobe that wakes him up with the Senzu Bean. Automatically, they had a little funny moment where Yajirobe was basically... Well, Trunks had the impression that Yajirobe kind of used the Senzu Bean as in to kiss him, kind of like what he did to Mai, but obviously, no, he didn't do it like that. But after that, he basically asked where was Mai, and Yajirobe informed him that Mai was pretty much at Goku Black's hideout, and they found it, and they're basically trying to see if they can take him out. Mai seems to have some kind of bullet or something like that that's supposed to be severely rarer than a normal average bullet that can pretty much take it out. And you basically see Goku Black and Zemetsu sitting at the table, drinking coffee, tea. I think it's tea, basically, because we're having a lot of tea going around about something about Zemetsu and tea and Gametsu, and he's always giving Gametsu tea. Anyway, so Mai shoots the bullet, but obviously it doesn't have any kind of effect on Goku Black, because it basically misses him and it just pretty much grazes his earring. But right after that, both of them are aware that they were getting attacked, and they jumped up and to combine and shot a big blast. And automatically, Trunks was already on his way there anyway from actually talking to Yajirobe. So he basically protects him, and he's in the Mai and all the troops and all of them are retreating. So it ends up coming that Trunks is going to sit there, and he's going to end up going between the duo again. But he actually powered up to the new Super Saiyan form again that no one's really knows exactly what it is. And to me, I think that's the form that they're basically using in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 as Future Super Saiyan, Trunks Super Saiyan. I think it's I think that's the name they got it, but nothing's really been confirmed of really what it is. And I actually tell you the truth, power scales, guys, I don't even know where power scales really even fit in Dragon Ball Super anymore because, and we'll talk about that. That'll be another segment about what power scales and everything like that. But anyway, so let's get back to what happened. So you have pretty much Trunks going up against Zemetsu and Goku Black as well, and it's pretty much picking up again between them guys when they have the fight, and that's when we have Goku and Vegeta and Bulma actually arrive just in time, basically, to see what they can do to assist Trunks. And this time, guys, I don't know. I mean, Vegeta and Goku, you get so many Zenkais. I mean, after you get beaten so many times. So I think that pretty much boosted them up to where they need to be. Not to mention that the previous episode that Goku actually went to go learn how to use the Mafuba, which is pretty much the evil containment wave in English, I think. I'm not really sure if that's what the term was again in Dragon Ball, because I know that Master Roshi used it, and so did Kami. Used it against Piccolo. So these moves, are basically they're the only ones that I remember back in Dragon Ball that actually use these moves. But anyway, so yeah, Goku actually learned how to use the Mafuba, and it actually took him a couple times to actually learn how to use it in the previous episode. So I mean, yeah, he got it right one time. So can we really sit there and expect that he's gonna, not have any kind of circumstances or any kind of inconveniences by trying to do the move, even though he only got it one time? And to me, personally, that's no different than a Frieza move. When Frieza finally attained that form of the Golden Frieza, right after he got it, she just pretty much Frieza, he or she, whatever Frieza is, pretty much flew straight down over into the earth to pretty much fight Goku and Vegeta, and we already know the result between that. Frieza got defeated again. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So Goku pretty much learned the Mafuba, and Vegeta went to go do some more training So obviously it made him a little bit more stronger than what he is, and I can pretty much get into another review about why Vegeta is strong as what he is and how he was able to do what he's able to do. But I'll get that in just a minute. So as soon as they arrive, pretty much Goku and Zametsu are pretty much right there, right in front of him, and then Goku Black immediately sees the time machine and pretty much blows it up, or pretty much sets it on fire, like he pretty much did when Trunks when he was back in the current time, and Trunks didn't have no way of going back, and Bulma had the time machine that they lost himself. So back to what I'm saying. I'm getting very detailed with this review. Anyway, so um, back to what I was trying to say. That Goku Black and Vegeta was basically about to end up going to the fight and everything like that, and everybody's about to start battling up. But then you also have Gemetsu and Supreme Kai show up, and they basically just I don't know, and I really don't understand the point why he even showed up. I think he was just there just to show how disgusting he is about Zametsu. And I mean, why would you even come there? Because you had to see it from your own eyes, from when everybody explained to you what happened and everything like that. Like, really? I mean, number one, you're endangerment, and you also brought Supreme Kai, which is really not a right move because if Supreme Kai is, we all know that's going to kill Beer, so that's really stupid. But anyways, they're basically there, and Goku, Supreme Kai, and Gemetsu basically almost look like they're going to get killed because Goku and Vegeta pretty much gets in the way of the blast between Gemetsu and Goku Black, who basically was just going to kill him again anyway. So they end up saving them, and Gemetsu and Supreme Kai ends up staying there because they want to see the outcome of the match. Whatever. I'm sure that's going to play a part in somehow in the future episodes of this arc before the arc ends up and reasons why they're still there. To me, honestly, the only reason I can really see why they were still there, which is not really convenient now because before we even know that Bulma had when the time machine basically got damaged, Bulma had basically had the a backup storage little building, whatever capsule, so she can basically rebuild or reconstruct on the time machine because she pretty much knew that something was going to happen, and she pretty much knows the schematics of the time machine now, where she could probably do all that. But the only reason I can really see the reason why they would still been there is because they got the time rings, and I guess they could have used the time rings to pretty much bring everybody back to the current time that they were supposed to be in anyway. So that would have been the reason why I see that they'll stay. But we'll get more into that later because I'm pretty sure it's going to still play some kind of role while Gemetsu and Supreme Kai are still there. But anyways, so Vegeta and Goku pretty much saved them too, and it ends up pretty much going to the battle royale between Goku and Zametsu and Vegeta versus Goku Black, which we'll go back into that because it pretty much skips over to where Bulma is basically reunited with Future Trunks as well, and she's basically explaining to him what she's gonna have to do with the time machine, but not just that he's gonna have to, since the time machine, the Mafaba pot that pretty much was given to Goku from Master Roshi was still sitting in the time machine, and basically she's going to have to get Trunks to re-glue the Mafaba pot so they can be able to do the Mafaba on. Which I'm going to get into that because I'm pretty sure that's going to play a role into the next episode as well. But yeah, that leaves Trunks basically having on glue duty, basically trying to get the pot back together. But then we go back to the fight between Goku Black, Zametsu, Vegeta, and Goku, and Vegeta is dominating. I mean, I'm sitting there, he is whooping the ever-living piss out of Goku Black. Goku's holding up his own pretty much too with Zametsu, but I think this whole episode, or the ending of it, pretty much reflects on how more powerful and how strong the Vegeta is now. And like I said, Zenkai Boost pretty much does play a big part into this. Not to mention that he got to sit there and did some training in the Hyper Time Chamber, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what he did. So it boosted him up. And, so Goku pretty much can almost hold his own up against him. And the main thing that I think that made this episode pretty much shine is when Vegeta sits there and said, just because you have Kakarot's body doesn't mean that you can use it to the full potential that he does. Still, his body doesn't make you as strong as he is. Or something like that. That's pretty much the kind of translation I got out of it. But yeah, that's awesome. I mean, think about it, because that's no different than when Captain Ginyu took Goku's body, and just because he saw Goku power up to the potential that he was in, doesn't necessarily mean that Captain Ginyu was able to do it, and he wasn't. And Goku, I don't even know if that was actually English translated precisely, but Goku was referring to that you have to use mind, body, and soul, or something like that. I remember heart and soul, something like that. That was something that he said that you have to do to end up being to the potential that he was in when he was on there and fighting the Ginyu Force. So, I don't know, guys. I pretty much wrap up my review tonight. I really think this episode is going to reflect on something big into the arc. Not to mention the fact that I think it's going to play a role, and I might be wrong. You can correct me if I'm not, but I'm pretty much sure this is going to reflect of Trunks having some kind of way of doing the Mafia. I mean, or having to do something with the Mafia, or Goku might still do it and might screw up or something like that. So we'll really see, because I don't think that's just they're just gonna sit there and have Trunks sit there and glue the pot back together for no kind of reason. Like there's gonna be some kind of big reason behind it or something like that. And we can still see some deaths because you still got Supreme Guy there, and you still got Gemetsu there, and you still got Boma there, and you still got Mai there, and they're all vulnerable. I mean, they're basically anything can go pretty much like that. So we don't really know what's gonna happen. But I'm willing to see. I'm willing to get ready to episode 64. Guys, thank you for joining us with me tonight. Like I said, Full Star Running Gun is not with me today, but we are going to start doing some more reviews. And please be sure to check out the Lost Ark of Adam that 4-Star Running Gun has been working on. It is a really good series. He's been working really hard on it. That's kind of the reason why he's kind of been backed off a little bit, because he wants to kind of get something else going on to the channel, not just content, which I pretty much know that our show is built off of content. So we want to also keep that and keep the true fan base that we got and try to get some more. And please subscribe to us more. Thank you guys very much. And hey guys, as I always say, have a good Super Saiyan day.